development team, we've been listening, we're looking at your feedback, and we actually have some plans that are coming together right now to address it since Edge of Fate launched. And then we also have, on the second half of the show, we're going to be looking at Ash and Iron. We'll have a bunch of devs on the couch. We're going to talk about the activities, the loot, and potentially a new exotic that you might have been asking about. So without further ado, Robbie, how you doing? Welcome back to the couch.
Hey, Dylan, it's great to be here. And like you were talking here in the intro, like we've got some really big changes coming based on all the feedback we've been getting from the Edge of Fate that we'll talk about right after we give a little bit of a first look at Renegades here. And that's why we got our laptops, right? There's a lot to get through, and there's a lot to talk about. So we're just Dylan and I are making sure we're going to get through it all. So we've been hard at work on collaborating with our friends at Lucasfilm Games to make something that is like unmistakably Star Wars, but authentically a Destiny story and experience. And so today we get to start pulling back the curtain on that.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to embrace my inner Scarrow and ask, Robbie, is there a Vidoc?
Yeah, so you all asked for it. You're going to get it. We're about to play a Vidoc that is our first look at the Lawless Frontier. You're stepping into a world of criminals, shady deals, with an arsenal at your disposal that you'll only be able to find within a black market here that's emerged within
This looks
Seoul.
sick.
And so, yeah, let's take our first look at Renegades.
Dude, this looks sick. Oh.
Seeing how stunningly Star Wars it felt was electric.
Oh, that's cool.
I just jumped into that walker and I just annihilated the encounter.
Squeezing that trigger and feeling that blaster just go off, it was like a whole new world opened up for me.
There's something really special here that we haven't really done in Destiny before.
That ignition, that hiss, that sound.
Oh, it's like that. Okay.
Is that a Sarlacc pit?
We begin in the shadow of a prophecy that says our end is already written. It's here we draw a line in the sand, where we start the long journey to fight our fate. In Renegades, Guardians infiltrate a criminal underworld to save a friend whose past has caught up with them and disrupt the rise of powerful new enemies.
That's so cool that they did the drifter.
Lucasfilm Games. We took inspiration from Star Wars to craft a one-of-a-kind Destiny story. Renegades redefines what an expansion can be. It brings the grit, guns, and glory of a space western to Destiny. But Renegades isn't just about power. It's about what you're willing to risk to change the future.
The folks at Lucasfilm were such great collaborators. They understood that in order for this to work, we had to find where the Venn diagram of our two stories meet. Themes of underdogs rising up against something much larger than themselves. Themes of hope. Those little places in that Venn diagram were the ones that really helped us find the story that we want to tell together.
If you look at Star Wars and you look at Destiny, you can kind of see that parallel that exists. So for instance, our Dredgen, they're our Sith.
Pretty Sithy.
Yeah, and then you've got the Barrett Imperium, and they are very, very Empire-like.
Yes.
They have a huge appetite for expansion.
I think of the Praxic Order. There are Jedi in this release, and they are very focused on order and law and understanding that there is a binary in our universe of good and evil. We get to poke at that a little bit in a way that suits our story and our world, while still feeling very much like the inspiration that we're calling from. Edge of Fate leaves us with a really big pass forward into the future. We know of this prophecy now that tells us that we need to bind the Nine or we face extinction. And Drifter was there on Kepler. He saw all of this.
Not running from this one.
Drifter is convinced that there's a connection between the Nine and the rise of this new faction, the Barrett Imperium. He sees them rising at an unnaturally fast rate and is insistent that there's a problem. But the Vanguard isn't listening. They're insisting that he needs to stand down.
Bro, this is amazing.
Is you and Drifter and your crew, you come in at the bottom, and at the top, there's the Barrett Imperium. You need to work with all these
Dude,
criminal syndicates in between, earning your power, building up the notoriety, getting the gear that you need to take down that powerful Imperium at the top.
There's a weapon that the Barrent Imperium have made, and we need to be the ones to destroy it. And we're not going to be able to do that unless we work with exactly the kind of people that we normally fight. So we're going to head out to the Lawless Frontier, and one job at a time, we're going to take down the Imperium.
The Lawless Frontier is filled with big, chaotic, cooperative activities. You're gonna choose the job, you're gonna choose which renegade abilities you're gonna take into those jobs, and then you're gonna drop into the action with your team, smash up those objectives, get as many riches and treasures as you can, and then get out, or die trying.
To do that, you're gonna go to the Lost Frontier hollow map. You'll see Mars, Europa, and Venus with swamps that are very reminiscent of Dagobah.
Mars,
There's
Europa,
some
and
bits of
Venus.
in Europa. Right?
Nice.
For fans of both Star Wars and Destiny, like Mars, which is some pits that are very reminiscent of Sarlacc pits, and you don't want to fall into them, you'll die.
These are Destiny locations. It's just we're taking inspiration from some of these iconic places in Star Wars.
Let's say we go to Mars, and you're gonna pick a bounty hunting job for the Fallen to take out some Cabal. And then you either matchmake with people online, you take your crew with you, you can play solo. Every time you drop in, you might be in a different location on the map. Your objectives are gonna be a little different each time, and it also might be a different time of day, so there's a lot of variety and richness within these activities, as we want them to be highly replayable. Along the way, we're gonna throw a bunch of curveballs. You might run into a missile tower that's trying to take you out from halfway across the map. And you have to like divert and take it out, and you get some extra credits out of that. Defeat your boss, get to the exfil with whatever time you got left. Call your ship in, all hell drops in on your head from the Cabal. Your ship flies in, you hop aboard, and you got to exfil.
Over the course of the campaign and deep into the post-game of Renegades, you're going to be unlocking and earning a bunch of different...
That was
renegade
cool.
abilities.
We've got things like airstrikes, Cabal drop pods, vehicles like the Cabal walkers, interceptors, swoop bikes, turrets. We've got 9 abilities, 7 upgrades. There's a ton of stuff that you can bring.
Dude, the coin is amazing.
It's like a tech tree of options.
It's like a whole tree of options across support.
Oh,
defensive,
listen to that
and
music.
offensive
We're gonna
abilities.
get
So
some
you
Destiny
have a
Star
lot
Wars-esque
to play
music. That's gonna be so sick.
The Lawless Frontier isn't just about raw power. It's about influence. Shady backroom deals, working for these powerful syndicates and against them at different times. And all of this takes place at the heart of the criminal underworld in Tharsis Outpost.
The Vanguard have been preoccupied. They've been off saving the world, and they haven't been looking at Tharsis. It's changed a lot since the last time we were there.
It's now this thriving black market, this criminal underworld. Tharsis Junction became Tharsis Outpost. If you have an unsavory job that you need done, you can find it at Tharsis Outpost.
Tharsis Outpost feels appropriate for both Star Wars and for us. When we looked at Mos Eisley as inspiration, we knew that we could play in that playground in a really fun way. From the ghost that you'll see floating around to one Elixni with all 4 of his Elixni arms shaking up drinks. We took that inspiration and we found the Destiny spin on it. Criminal syndicates have moved in.
You're working with the syndicates. You are building your notoriety with them.
The 3 different syndicates that we created, we're going to be dealing with. The Pikers are Elixni. They're kind of like an anarchist biker gang. Unlike other Elixni, they're atheists. They don't worship machines. They follow relics. We've also got the Totality Division, a subsect of the Barrent Imperium. They're run by Scions, and their enforcer Rao is going to be the leader of this group. And we've got Tharsis Reformation. They are a breakaway group from Maya's Vex. They're starting to think for themselves and figure out what it means to be an individual.
They're starting to do crime. They're wearing clothes.
Crime and wearing clothes are what all individuals do. We need to have new people to fight and new people to root for. And this was our opportunity.
But the heart of the Renegade fantasy is not just surviving the Lawless Frontier. It's garnering influence and building your power so that you can bend it to your will.
In the end game, to get the best weapons, the best armor, the coolest exclusive cosmetics, you're gonna need to work with the syndicates to increase your notoriety by completing jobs successfully alone or with a crew, and then doing so you'll unlock our highest risk, highest reward jobs, and at the same time you're going to have the ability to do the special job that'll take you off planet to the dungeon.
Ooh,
And
dungeon.
you'll also unlock invasion.
That's right. Invasion.
Invasion.
But this doesn't work like Gambit. It's opt-in. The invader has some initiative when invasion begins. This is more strategic.
You
Oh.
scan the battlefield, and you're like, okay, is this the right time for me to take the shot? And what's the right tool for me to do it? Do I use an airstrike or a vehicle? Do I use a Cabal Walker?
This seems
Just
cool.
watch out for that double cross.
Yeah.
Renegades marks the Guardian's descent into a criminal underworld. A world of shadows and syndicates, where your light and your choices will cut a path forward. You'll fight dirty, break the rules, and build a hardened crew that can take on any job, standing up to the most ruthless syndicates in the system. Even in the darkest corners of this world, there's still a glimmer of hope. Guardians will have to find their own version of balance between loyalty and survival, between power and purpose. Because there's more at play than credits and contracts. Forces are on the move, ones that see you not just as a player, but as a piece on the board. To change the future, you'll have to become the one thing they never saw coming.
Start the engines. Take off as soon as you can.
This seems sick. Oh, you get an X-Wing as well? Oh, that's cool.
All right, welcome back. Sorry, I love Vidocs. I gotta stop looking at chat. Let's get the show on the road. So pre-orders for the new Renegade Standard Edition start right now. And we actually have some added bonuses. Even if you pre-ordered the, what do we got? Year of Prophecy Edition, we have 2 additional cosmetics that are going live today with the patch. The Starside Introduction Emblem and a new exotic ship, which we call the Renegade Leader. You're gonna see it on the screen right now, and I'm gonna ask a silly question. What are we looking at?
I mean, I think we're kind of looking at something that looks like an X-Wing here a little bit, maybe a little red leader action. So, I mean, this is one of our homages, right? That's the team had a lot of fun with. So we wanted to build like an iconic ship, Dylan, that kicked off the road to Renegades here over the next few months. And what's cool about this is you're actually going to see your ship, whatever ship you have equipped, that's going to be flying by when you deploy your Renegade abilities in the Lawless Frontier. And also, you're going to be using your ship to go between different areas within the Plague Lands here in the Reclaim activity that's launching today as well.
Awesome. So with pre-orders talked about, let's dive into the Vidoc.
there's a lot.
Robbie, where are we starting?
Yeah, so I think it's like probably best. There's so much like to do a really kind of quick overview of what we looked at here. So Renegades thrust you and your crew into the heart of a lawless frontier that's emerged around Mars, Europa, and Venus, all new locations across those places. And you're trying to keep up with Drifter, ultimately, who's chasing startling visions of calamity and rumors of a powerful new Cabal faction that's rising, the Baron Imperium. That Imperium's installed themselves as top dog in the criminal underworld, and Drifter's convinced that the Nine is involved with the Imperium's rapid growth. It wouldn't be the first time the Nine have meddled in the background and done some crazy things with Cabal-related enemies. Anyway, so to deal with the Imperium, you're going to take on the role of a renegade. As a guardian, you're going to smuggle, sabotage, bounty hunt your way to the top of the lawless frontier, and that means you're going to be working with the shady syndicates to build your influence within Tharsis. But ultimately, like this is for the right reason. You're being the bad guy to do the right thing because you can't really ignore this prophecy of extinction that showed up at the end of Edge of Fate. Yeah.
So, I mean, you mentioned Drifter. We have a pretty stellar cast here, and there was a new character that we showed off in there.
Yeah, we showed one of our new characters. That's a new member of your crew who comes from the Praxic Order, actually. And they've been tasked with tracking down reports of dredging activity across the lawless frontier. And they've also been tasked with keeping an eye on Drifter because he's been seeing and saying some crazy stuff. lately. And this is all being done in defiance of the Vanguard. So this Praxis Order is kind of here to kind of be oversight of everything that's happening. We've got a bunch of new villains too, alongside the criminal syndicates and their bosses. We just don't want to spoil too much right now. We're going to have more on the story closer to launch.
All right. So we've got smuggling, sabotaging, bounty hunting, wearing clothes, doing crime.
It's important.
Let's talk about the gameplay.
Yeah, so being an individual means crimes and clothes. We've established that going forward. One thing to make sure is clear here, in the campaign that has a bunch of story missions, it's going to introduce you to also the jobs that you'll be taking in addition to those story missions within the Lawless Frontier. So you'll be kind of climbing the ranks of the criminal underworld here because the syndicates are not going to trust you out the gate. You kind of have to garner influence with them before they're going to help you out in dealing with the Imperium. And so then at the conclusion of the campaign, once that Imperium's chokehold is kind of loosened on Tharsis and the Lawless Frontier, you unintentionally kick off a turf war between the three syndicates, because now they're all vying for power because you've kind of toppled the top dog of their power hierarchy.
Yeah. And so let's talk about this. In December, the Lawless Frontier is coming. It's not just like a concept. It's an activity.
Yeah, and I know we're showing something on screen right now that is when you go
sick
through this
looking.
daily ritual of dealing with contested territory, you'll be able to target the syndicate you want to kind of take down in that moment. But ultimately, the Lawless Frontier is a new activity where you'll be carrying out a variety of those missions, those smuggle, bounty hunt, sabotaging. I think you kind of can tell what they're going to be all about just with the name of them. And this is you just partnering with and against the syndicates. And so it's fast, it's tactical, and it's going to throw a ton of enemies and a variety of objectives within each of these jobs at your fire team in new locations across Mars, Europa, and Venus. This is all about big, chaotic co-op action within the Lawless Frontier. Yeah.
Cool. And then when you're working with the syndicates, I expect to be paid when I take on a job.
Sure.
What are they going to be giving us?
Every criminal does.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I mean? So, one thing just to talk about at the top, because Tom and I are really excited about this, the creative lead on Renegades. The Cabal have been dropping pods on your head for 8 years now, something like that.
So we get
with
drop
one of our
pods.
Renegade abilities, we kind of get to turn the table on the Cabal and drop one on them. It also supplies you some ammo and stuff too, some nice convenience there. But the campaign ultimately introduce you to a number of these abilities. And the Turf War, you'll actually choose which syndicates you want to pledge to in order to unlock more abilities and a bigger suite of upgrades. Also, depending on which syndicate you're pledged to, there will be other bonuses and weekly shipments coming into Tharsis as well that you get to take advantage of. And so one thing I want to note too is that all of these Renegade abilities that we're talking about in the Vidoc, they're purely additive to your subclass abilities. The Renegade abilities do not override any of your other Guardian abilities. So your super, your melee, your grenade, that's all at your disposal on top of these Renegade abilities. We really wanted to lean into the idea of this fantasy of you working with your crew and the various roles you could play within the Lawless Frontiers of all the different type of jobs that you're going to be doing.
Do they also get used in other
I have to
activities?
give a shout out to James Sy. He's frankly one of the biggest Star Wars nerds I've ever met in my life. But he was talking about the blaster and that feel the first time he shot it. Let's talk about him.
Yeah, I love
Yes,
that blaster. And
please.
My
I wanna
personal
see
joke is
these.
it's like Forerunner at home. It's kind of like a legendary version of that exotic, and it just feels fucking incredible. Oh, sorry. It feels incredible, excuse me, for kids at home. So we're going to have a weapons deep dive close to launch. I know I keep saying that. There's a ton of the Vidoc. There's even more we talk about in the next few months. But what we can say about blasters right now is their new powerful
disintegrator
weapons in their
rifle.
arsenal. And they actually draw ammo straight from your reserves, Dylan.
Oh.
And so the mechanic of this is basically heating up the gun and then venting it out. So no reloading technically, but since you have to charge up heat and you have to think about overheating, it's a whole mechanic and has its own special reload associated with it. And so it's going to be all about finding the rhythm of pace and battle between building up heat and venting it. It's really fun to play around with, and the team is really honing in on something that feels really special and new. It's cool.
All right.
It's cool, yeah.
So we're not going to go too deep on campaign because spoilers. We want to let players discover that.
Yeah.
We've talked about the Lawless Frontier, but one of the components is invasions.
Oh yeah. So you're going to unlock invasion as part of that turf war we've been talking about, and the syndicates are reaching out to you, and they're giving you contracts to play Hitman against other Guardian crews. So it's 1 versus 3. It's you versus a Guardian crew on the Lawless Frontier. And like we said in the Vidoc, invasion is 100% opt-in for both the invaders and the defending fire team crew. But don't worry, because all of the difficulty modes, there's always an option that is available to you if you don't want to engage in invasion. Yeah, we wanted to make sure that, because like even though some people love that PvE chocolate mixing with that PvP peanut butter, we wanted to make sure that if you didn't want to do that, there's always.
So pretty much this is just the new Gambit mode
And
in
then
a
if
sense.
you do opt in, though, there's more rewards or incentive, right?
I mean, yeah, you're like asking, you're basically saying, hey, fire team, I'm open to having another Guardian come and wreck shop and mess my day up, right? And so you're taking a higher risk, so therefore there's a chance of higher reward depending on how you handle that, right?
Cool. Yeah, I mean, so that covers gameplay effectively. We do have a dungeon. We showed a little tease, but again, no spoilers. We'll let you discover that on day one. Let's talk about the last thing that players may have seen, or the first thing, honestly. We saw chat blown up. Let's talk about the saber.
Right. So, yeah, this is Destiny's homage, right? It's our love letter to the Star Wars lightsaber. And we're calling it the Praxic Blade. Again, we'll be
Blade.
sharing a whole lot more closer to launch. I'm really sorry. I feel like a parrot right now.
I really
Saying,
want to learn more
but
about the
what I
Praxic
can
Order.
say is that the Praxic Blade is going to be highly customizable in both gameplay and visuals.
That's
and so
sick.
There's going to be a ton of parts and components that you'll be chasing and discovering throughout the Lost Frontier, within the Turf War, within the dungeon itself. And this is all about kind of making the Praxic Blade your own. And you saw it in the Vidoc, but the blade really does feel truly exotic right now. You can do things with it that no other weapon can do in Destiny, and I really can't wait till players get their hands on it here in a few months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for Renegades. We have 2 more big subjects to go through today. So thanks for running us through that.
Of course.
Our next section is going to be all about quality of life. It's going to be about a lot of the feedback that we've been seeing in the live game since Edge of Fate launched. And then after that, we'll be talking about Ash and Iron with another cast of devs to talk about a bunch of cool stuff. So ultimately, we have quite a lot coming over the next few months. We're going to be talking about a bunch of high-level goals, objectives, some of our philosophy. We do not have a roadmap today, but we will have a roadmap in the next few weeks outlining our road to Renegades, which I've been calling it selfishly. So we'll figure out a fancier name for it at some point, but let's dive in. I think the first thing that I want to talk about here, let me get this up. I mean, ultimately, this feels like we're having a mini community summit on stream.
Yeah.
But let's talk about rewards. Let's talk about the portal. Let's talk about power. Let's talk about the climb and the feedback that we've been seeing.
Yeah, so to do a little bit more table setting and framing here, like we said at the top of the stream, we've been taking a lot of this feedback to heart, right? We've been listening very intently. We've been looking at our data, and Dylan, we know we need to make some changes, right? And so this is what this whole next section is going to be about. We're going to talk about a ton of stuff.
Activities, Renegades campaign, lawless jobs, reward, balance, and buffs for portal, buffs for higher team activities,
so
hero prophecy
coming back
rating,
to the
dungeon
power
reward
climb,
improvements,
we
bonus,
want
and
it to be
grammar work.
faster. We wanted to have improved rewards, and we really wanted to highlight new and aspirational activities when Renegades launches. And so that means looking at the Renegades campaign and the Renegades jobs in the Lawless Frontier and the activities you do there, and making sure that they both feel like great sources of seasonal power. We know with the Edge of Fate, after you completed the campaign on Kepler, that there's a bunch of cool stuff to do and some rewards to get, but it didn't fit into the seasonal power game, right? It didn't feel like it was a viable path. And so these big chaotic fire team based jobs that we've built and all that variety we're pouring into it is going to be this engine to climb seasonal power. If you're just loving that activity, you're going to be able to spend an enormous amount of time there.
Yeah, and you touched on aspirational content. So when we look at it, you're doing the power climb, but you're looking at the end game, and our raids and dungeons are a part of that.
Yes, they are. So we are making sure here, there's 2 approaches we're taking and a bunch of work that's going to come out of it. So our focus initially here is going to be on the new raid and dungeon content in this conversation. So that is Desert Perpetual, the Epic Raid here in a couple weeks, and then the dungeon releasing with Ash and Iron. And so we want to make sure that those are more dependable sources of power, both from weekly challenges, some of which that are going to happen in Ash and Iron, but then also we're going to be looking at the power drops that come when you're completing encounters and looking to see if we can adjust those and juice them up a little bit. The other big area, because what we're talking about when we say aspiration is like in-game. You're doing an in-game thing. I should be rewarded for that. So with the launch of the Epic Raid for the Desert Perpetual and Epic Raid and then the dungeon afterwards, we're going to make all drops, the base drops you earn in that content, tier 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's ultimately attesting to like players got through some of the power grind, they went into the raid and they were seeing tier 1, tier 2 drops, and that didn't feel like endgame loot. So
not.
We're making this tier 3 is the baseline, but then you can build up to tier 4 and tier 5 as you add more challenge, add more difficulty.
Yeah, and I think we hit on it, but I just want to make sure. We talked about improved rewards right around some of the newer content that is coming. This effort though is also being applied across the portal itself. And so, Dylan, I know you and I've talked about it a bunch. You know, we talked about solo ops, right? You mentioned Caldera.
Yeah, let's talk about variety in the portal and more reasons or more ways to play.
Yeah, exactly. And part of that, right? Part of that theory right here is just like that thinking is we just have to improve the rewards, right? And so a lot of what we're doing is going to be about bringing the baseline of the reward experience with Renegades up to that, closer to that solo ops experience, and also really incentivize playing and fire teams more because, hey, we know Destiny's feeling lonely right now if all you do is spend time in the mines, right? And so we want to do a much, we know we need to do a much better job at that. The other,
just to go into that example, like we're talking about Caldera, it's a solo op activity, and players feel it is the most viable path to power. So a social game like Destiny, it is a problem where you feel like you should be playing alone for all the reasons. It's like, hey, sorry friends, you want to play raid, you want to play something else, sorry, I'm going to go into Caldera and play alone. We want to address that. We want to make sure Destiny is social, fun to play with friends, while still maintaining, hey, as a solo player, you can absolutely hop in. But we aren't going to make you feel worse. So example there too, we said, hey, we're going to tone down Caldera and solo ops. We're actually reverting that. We had announced it, we're taking that back, and as you said, that's the new benchmark. We're going to raise things up to feel like Caldera and feel rewarding like solo ops.
Yeah, and we've already talked about that. We're going to do some of that in Ash and Iron. One of the other things we're looking at doing in Ash and Iron right now is taking our bonus engrams and having them just more consistently award power deeper into the climb and adjusting that. We're also, this is a good segue, I think, kind of into our next area where we can talk more about reworks we're going to be doing within the game and some changes we're making. So the other thing we're going to be doing with bonus engrams when Renegades launches is they're going to feed more into a weekly ritual. You know, a thing that you know when it launches, there's a bunch of stuff to do that's going to accelerate you into power climb.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the effectively weekly reset curated activities from Bungie. So you have a moment each week of, let's hop into raid night, let's do Grandmasters, things like that.
Yeah, so the thing you're speaking to, Dylan, the thing we talk about a lot is like, yeah, clan night, raid night, right? We got to get that feeling of hey, I log in on Tuesday and there's just like a bunch of stuff to look forward to. And so a few ways we're going to do that is one with a new system that we're calling Vanguard orders that comes out in Renegades. So Vanguard orders are actually this like new objective system where you're going to be, and we should have a mock-up on screen right now. It looks like our monitor isn't showing the exact right thing just for our
it's still,
studio, so I'm just going to assume it's working. And so within these Vanguard orders, you're going to have all these different objectives that you can do, and you don't have to pick these up like bounties, right? These are things that will just be automatically granted to you when you log into the portal. And then what's really cool about these is that they pull some of that like Destiny 1 bounty vibe, where as you complete an order on the left-hand side of the screen of this mock-up here, you will actually roll. You can roll on higher tier orders, like a legendary order that will give you consistent rewards.
That's
or
cool.
An exotic tier order that can give you exotic tier rewards. And so this is all about just creating a bunch more like little moments of variety within the portal and these different little objectives.
They are
a little bit and how we're going to be reworking those even more.
Currently they're talking about quality of life updates between Renegades and Ash and Iron. They showed off Renegades. They showed off some of the they basically gave us like a story trailer and a gameplay trailer for Renegades, which looks sick. It is literally Star Wars Destiny. It literally is amazing. We got lightsabers, we got blasters, we got Imperial Cabal, we got Sith, we got Jedi. We got like walkers, we got syndicates. Like it's Star Wars, and it's but Destiny. It's Star Wars but Destiny, and it's like clearly Destiny, but it's super cool.
Yeah, and you know, Dylan, you and I were talking about this a bunch over the last couple of days.
They have a Vidoc you can go watch to catch up, but I was also like a minute late trying to get in as well. I was trying to set up my stream, which was having issues.
That we've been listening to feedback on, and we're moving really fast on right now, is getting weekly legacy raid and dungeon content as like a tunnel from the portal to that. So to set expectations here with Renegades, this is going to first come in the form of, hey, reasons to play this content, to do like weekly challenges and earn powerful rewards from them, right? Again, we want this weekly reset. We want you to clearly know when you log in, here's a bunch of stuff to look forward to play with your friends and others. The reason I have to set expectations, though, is like we hear the feedback about wanting the gear reprised from Raids and Dungeons. If we, Dylan, if we could just like flip a switch and make that happen, I think we'd be more than happy to do that. But it's just not that simple. There's a bunch of work that goes into actually creating the new gear and the gear tiers, and so we are going to be looking to make the reward experience of Legacy and Raid Dungeons better as time goes on. Our first focus is making it fit into that weekly reset and into that power climb.
Yeah. And we have our first step today with Dungeon Lairs. In the portal, there are going to be three encounters coming from Legacy Dungeon content. You can get power bumps from those. You can get portal gear from those, but we hear the feedback on general rewards.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna be looking to add more to this, like what this weekly ritual feels like. These are the areas we are targeting initially here for Renegades.
All right. So let's move on to our final two subjects. Really are centered around sandbox.
Yeah.
First of which is going to be build crafting, and then the second is around just our general approach to balance. So we have another list here of. Honestly, we've been getting a ton of feedback around featured gear. We've been getting feedback around like legendary weapon tiering. What are we changing?
Yeah, so this whole space is about expanding build crafting and gear chase. And we hear y'all. Like, we hear that featured gear is far too restrictive for how you're playing the game right now. And so one of the big changes we're making is all exotic weapons and armor are going to be featured gear starting in Renegades. So the class items, your prismatic builds, they're back on the table. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You're not having to think about what exotic you put on. It's all about what build you want to craft, right? The other thing that we've been listening to a lot when it comes to the gear chase is like, hey, you might earn a tier 1, 2, or 3 weapon, a roll of a weapon you really love, your personal god roll, or the community saying this is a god roll. And you're looking at that and you're like, man, it's cool, but like it's not that top tier, right? And so in Shadow and Order, which is our major update coming after Renegades, you're going to be able to enhance the tier of your legendary weapons all the way from tier 1 to tier 5 with a new currency and a new feature that we're building for those. Again, this is all about expanding that gear chase.
Yeah. And before we get ahead of ourselves, like as a player, and I'm guessing in chat, people are saying, oh, so I should be keeping my tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 weapons. Where am I going to put these? What's going on with vault space?
Yeah, so with Renegades, we are going to give you more vault space. That is the thing we're
How
going to
much
be doing.
more?
And also, the team is working on a pretty big update to improve the sorting and filtering of just using your
Thank
vault
you.
as well.
Yeah, we'll have
Been asking
many
that.
more details in the coming weeks and months when we get this roadmap together. But our final note in this section before we go to balance is the portal scoring.
Yes, yeah. So right now with the featured and new gear, there is just an intrinsic bonus that you get for wearing that gear. I guess it's extrinsic because we're asking you to put it on. But anyway, if you have it on, you get a score bonus in the portal, which means you're not only thinking about like activity customization, your build, but also now you have to think about the score too, and like, should I wear this or not in order to chase the high score? And for the vast majority of the experiences in the portal, we think that's just too much complexity right now. And so we are sunsetting that idea. And so again, this is going to
Thank
drastically
you.
open up the space for you to basically use whatever you want in the vast majority of things you play inside of the portal when you're chasing gear and doing that power climb. Yeah.
And a North Star for this, when y'all were talking about it, we've had a ton of conversations with the dev team, is like, there's a lot of feeling of, I'm playing Destiny the wrong way, and this was contributing to it because I had to think, oh, if I put this armor on, it's wrong. This helps that out and gets you into the fun faster.
Yes,
So.
and then like we do believe and see a space for ways to highlight gear and exotics and things like that. Stuff we've done with the artifact for a while now. We want it to be part of the game because I think pushing people off of the super hot stuff.
You can make like 1 or 2 modes that require it that are like
But we know that
separated.
we need to find ways to make this feel like a bonus and more excitement to do it versus what we currently have now, which is War.
Make a separate strike playlist for
Yeah,
it.
and then our last section here for quality of life, let's talk about
That
sandbox
isn't like a
balance.
main
Y'all have been,
focus.
really taking a lot of the feedback to heart since the announce of quite a few nerfs and some balancing, and you have some new approaches to philosophy when it comes to this.
Yeah, so at the top here, one of the things we're doing is we're upgrading our internal process for kind of how we evaluate our buff and nerf policies and also the timing of which when we go out and do those. And so a big part of that here through Renegade's launch is going to be non-critical balance changes are on pause right now. And so this is partially in reaction to obviously some of the sentiment around some of the changes we're making, but it's giving time for us to make sure that when we do start to do more balance updates a little more frequently again, we communicate honestly. We just need to do a better job about communicating about why we're changing something and some of the intent behind it. And the reason I speak about this, yeah, because you asked me this a couple times in our rehearsal, Dylan. It's like, what does non-critical mean? Sorry, I'm taking your words here.
No.
I'm just on a roll. We really want to make sure that we're still making balance changes, or if we have to ban something for that epic raid race or the dungeon race that's going to happen with Renegades, right? The quality of that experience is incredibly important to us, and we know it's incredibly important to y'all. And so, again, we're putting a pause on nerfs and balance changes for now, but if we really need to change something because it's critical for those upcoming events, we'll make changes.
Yeah. And ultimately, it's like there's some things where you watch somebody go on a Titan and kill a raid boss in 2 punches, like that's critical. That needs to be toned down or balanced around. But other things, like we actually have a list here of we announced some tuning changes or nerfs that we're going to be reverting. Last week we were talking about Grand Overture and Queenbreaker.
Yeah.
We're reverting the changes there.
Yes.
And then we had some reworks to exotics like Stronghold, Chromatic Fire. We're going to be reverting those. And then as a part of this new initiative where we're looking at our philosophy, reevaluating how we do these things, we'll be looking how we approach it and how we communicate it.
Yes.
So
exactly.
Cool. And then final note to end on a high, honestly, like we've been talking about nerfs and all that. Let's talk about buffs.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So we've got some buffs. We've been working with the gameplay team around supers and subclasses that are going to be coming. Some with Ash and Iron here in October, but then also in December with Renegades. And I think you've been talking with them a little more closely actually in the last 24 hours.
Yeah. Big thank you to Ben Womack, Eric Smith, Sandbox team. A couple notes, like we saw a thread where folks were saying, hey, the original 3 supers that launched with Destiny 11 years ago, happy birthday.
Yeah.
They feel a bit undertuned. And I saw a note where it's like Ward of Dawn, Titan Bubble. That needs to be brought up. Golden Gun. I know Warlocks are getting some abilities changes too.
Turrets.
So
turrets changes coming very soon.
And grenades and other things too outside
Yep.
of turrets. So we will have a full list over the coming weeks, and honestly, it may build. We need to get our roadmap together so we know exactly which hot fixes, updates they're going to be rolling out in. But yeah, we'll be as transparent as possible with you. So to really end it and get into the awesome Ash and Iron content, thank you again to everybody that's been giving us feedback. Thank you to everybody that's been playing and diving into all the changes. We know some need work, and we're going to be doing that. We've been listening, and now we're getting through the planning stages, and we're executing on a bunch of changes over the next few updates and beyond Renegades. So, Robbie, thank you for joining us. As we're going into Ash and Iron, we got to get the catch full of new devs.
Yep.
So, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. And yeah, we're listening, and we're going to keep responding to the feedback. So thank you all so much. And yeah, let's get some more people on the couch. I've been talking too much.
Yeah, you
See
brought
y'all
up
later.
Vidoc. We have a trailer for Ash and Iron roll.
Let's do it.
Let's go.
The Conductor's forces are rampant in the Plaguelands. We're sending you in to investigate and take action. Be ready for anything.
To the next assault point.
I mean, I'm here for the story at this point, but yeah, no, this looks cool.
Count, my friend. It's good to carry a gun. Better to have guns carry you.
Stay in the fight.
There's our new exotic, baby.
Almost home.
All right, welcome back. In about 20 minutes, the content from that trailer is going live. Let's talk about Ash and Iron. We have a bunch of really cool stuff coming with a new activity called Reclaim. We have a new introductory activity that's going to be giving you some insight into the narrative. We also have an exotic mission coming in October. Team's finishing up on that, and we're super excited for the weapon that's associated with that. And we actually have some updates to recurring events like Iron Banner, Arms Week, Festival of the Lost, and more. So without further ado, hello, welcome to our couch, wonderful developers. Some of you have been here before, but Noah, first on the couch, this is your first time.
Yeah, no, I'm super happy to be here.
Yeah, welcome. For folks to learn who you are,
Yeah.
who are you? What do you do? What's your title?
Yeah, my name's Noah Pearson. I'm an associate sandbox designer here at Bungie. While my title is like officially working on the armor team, I do work in exotic armor from time to time, but you find me more commonly working on the seasonal artifacts, so like the one for Heresy, the current one for Season of Reclamation. Both those are mine. But I've also branched out and I've gotten to do a pretty cool exotic weapon in this release as well.
Awesome. Next on the couch, Jerome, welcome back.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah, really quick, let's get a summary. Who are you? What do you do?
I'm Jerome. I'm a narrative lead, so we do the lore, we do the dialogue, we do the cutscenes, and we plan the overall story for Destiny 2.
Awesome. Last but not least, Clayton. Welcome back. I believe you were last here for Revenant and Into the Light.
Yep.
Yeah. For folks that may have missed out on those streams, who are you? What do you do?
Yeah, so I'm a design lead here for the activities and events area on Destiny 2, and in the past I've been an activity designer or feature owner for activities like Onslaught or Coil or Seraph Shield. So it's been really fun getting my hands dirty in different types of activities and bringing those experiences to the players.
Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. So as we're diving through some stuff, we already have gameplay rolling. This is our new activity, Reclaim. But Jerome, let's talk about narrative. How are things kicking off?
For sure. Well, Maya Sundaresh, the conductor, has somewhat overextended herself on Kepler during the events of Edge of Fate. And she foolishly tried to meddle in the affairs of the Nine and essentially assassinated 3 of the 9, which is the 3 of Earth.
3 being a single entity, right?
Yes, exactly. And that's going to have huge knock-on effects for the people of Earth in physics and chemistry, and we'll hear a lot more about that in Renegades. But for now, Maya is somewhat depleted, right? And she is starting to lose control over her collective. She's starting to bleed individuals at the edges of her collective, and those are the pants-wearing, poker-playing Vex that you saw.
Crime. Yeah.
Exactly. And so she needs to reassert control over her collective. And in order to do that, she needs a signal boost to maximize the power of her waning.
She's going to use a satellite.
And the best tool for that job is, of course, Golden Age tech. And the best place to find Golden Age tech is in the Vanguard Vault, which is why Ash and Iron begins with a defense of the tower from a smash and grab by Maya's forces, both Vex and conscripted Cabal, which you'll learn more about during the season. But that's going to be a start, but not sufficient for her plans. So she will need a fully functional warsat network to really expand her reach. And there's only one place where you can find that, and that's in the Plaguelands, which is where most of Ash and Iron takes place.
Awesome. So speaking of the smash and grab, when players first sign in for Ash and Iron, they're going to see a node that they can launch for the introductory mission. It's not auto-launched. You're going to select it, jump in
that's new.
when you're ready. But
that's
after
nice.
that, you'll hop into Reclaim. Those are going to be some new activities. And Clayton, let's get a quick overview. What are players seeing on the screen?
Yeah, so Reclaim is our new 3-player activity. It comes with 3 different variants. It has players, like Jerome was saying, going into the Plaguelands, stopping Maya's forces from taking Golden Age tech and reclaiming those areas, those territories. And so you notice that there's a lack of Fallen, but we, through our ambient combatants and our environmental storytelling, you'll know a little bit more about what has happened there, how Maya's come in and pushed them all out. You'll see some of them trying to fight back to get in because they think that's their land, right? And as a player, you're trying to go in there and play in a similar way that you might find like Overthrow, where we took a lot of inspiration from. So you get to choose how you want to fill that progress bar. Do you want to finish a bunch of encounters that are randomly generated, which adds to a bunch of replayability? You can progress by finding hidden chests or defeating roaming high-value targets. There's collectibles in there as well, all without a timer, so you and your fire team can strategize and take their time to go through the area. Awesome. And then once you've completed the area, unlike Overthrow, you move to the next area by way of ship that you'll see on the screen.
Stellar. Yeah, and I was talking to our gameplay folks before this launched, and we talked a bit about there's a bit of like, nether DNA in here, where you have your main objectives, and then you can find things throughout the area as well.
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we have Vivian went ham and gave us these like quite frankly unbalanced buffs that will have a rare chance of spawning, and you get to choose which one. One example is that you will, if you choose it, you'll just be radiant and what's the other? Radiant and amplified. Thank you. Yeah, just the whole time. So
that's
yeah,
pretty
have
cool.
Fun choosing between these crazy buffs and using them to finish the activity.
Awesome. And when we're talking about collectibles, there's going to be some lore collectibles too, correct?
Absolutely. We're continuing the pass forward from the previous expansion.
I told you it was exotic.
Those lore drops will tell players a lot about what to expect in Renegades, both in the cast and the themes. Though it's not explicit, so they'll have to use a little detective work, we hope, but it will give a lot of information about what's to come.
Got it. So these are going to be like the data pads you find in the portal.
Exactly.
Awesome. Yeah, so I mean, let's talk about weapons. Let's talk about the loot. And Noah, now it's time for the spotlight to go on you.
Yeah.
First up, let's talk about the exotic that's going to be in the rewards pass for Ash Iron. This is going to be our pulse rifle.
Yeah, so Noon Malpice is going to be our reward pass exotic for this release. Obviously, with the Edge of Fate, we released a rocket frame pulse rifle, Mint Retrograde, that people have really taken to a liking for. And we kind of took a look at that and we're like, well, what's a cool way to one-up that and like +1 it for an exotic? So you may notice from the gameplay that this rocket pulse doesn't just shoot like the micro rockets, it shoots sticky bombs. And these will stick onto the environment, they'll stick onto enemies.
That's
and you hold down
cool.
your special reload button, they'll pop like little firecrackers. And it's really fun to just sort of like spray them out across like a group of guys, then you like turn around, walk away from them, click the button, have them like pop all behind you, because cool Guardians don't look at explosions.
So this may say a lot about me as a person, but you can also stick these to your teammates, right?
I guess you'll have to see.
All right. Okay.
He was going to do it too, and then he was like, oh, wait, no.
Next exotic, this is going to be tied to an exotic mission that's coming out in October. And I can already
Oh, we have to wait till October to get it. No.
Let's talk about the Iron Axe.
Yeah,
have
kept
to
me waiting, huh? Yeah, so the exotic mission, you know, way back with Rise of Iron, like as a player, I remember like the YouTube videos coming out ahead of it of like YouTubers being like, hey, maybe Bungie's gonna give us this axe, it's in the marketing, and like obviously didn't come to pass in that release, and like come final shape, Crows got it, and I, much like many people, were like, man, I want that axe.
When's my turn?
Like I want that thing. So when I heard that we were gonna be doing a little Return to the Plaguelands, it was like, I'm gonna twist whatever arms necessary to finally get the thing that I know I want and I've seen other people want for ages. So yeah, I can confirm that's no relic. That's our new exotic weapon.
Thank you. Yeah, and I think for Clayton and Jerome, since this exotic mission, the team is finishing up the touches and really building this experience. It'll be launching in October. So let's just give a quick preview, no spoilers or no deep spoilers, about what's the premise.
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, Maya wants to expand her reach, and the best way to do that is like the same way you would with the Wi-Fi in your house. You need expanders, you need routers, right, to boost that signal. And so she is going to be looking to get her hands on Warsat technology, which is why we'll be working with Saint 14 and Anna Bray throughout the season. Saint 14 is sort of our tactical expert, and then Anna, as with her association of Rasputin, having all the subject matter expertise on Warsats.
Awesome.
And not to get too deep into spoilers, but you will be working with 3 of Kayatol's Scions specialists in the mission. So,
man, I can't wait. Yeah,
that would be
October
cool.
soon enough.
Do we get actual Scion characters that we get named?
To day one. I keep checking my watch here. 10 minutes, 11 minutes until launch. We also have a slate of legendary weapons that are going to be coming out. We have some armor sets in the portal that are going to have brand new armor set bonuses, but we also have brand new weapons. And I know a couple of these things are kind of complementary to exotics.
Yeah. So with Ash and Iron, we as Sandbox were like taking a look at some exotics we wanted to bring up, and we talked about Mida and Sturm getting some updates to bring them up to that modern parity. But like when those weapons came out during year 1, they came with their paired weapons, and like during that time, you know, it made sense, you know, like have 2 primaries. That was what the game was. So when we were taking a look at like bringing them up to modern Sandbox standards, we were like, well, we should probably hit it for the paired weapons as well too. So we took a look at some of our other special archetypes, and we're like, what could we set up for this? So with this release. We've talked about them, I believe, in the TWID, but we are going to have a rocket frame Drang Unfall and a new like lightweight Mida macro tool shotgun. And both of them have perk pools that kind of key off of being those paired weapons. So like Mida macro tool has Discord and Trench Barrel, and it was really fun to like run that with Mida. Because then you have like, you pop a couple guys to get those like attachments onto Mida, and then you switch and you have Discord proc, and you like slap a guy, and then you just start able to like pump into a bunch of dudes. And it's got
Oh,
a
that's
really
the
cool
new
draw
Mida.
animation
That's
from Wayfinder during 30
doesn't look like a
seconds. So
Mida
it's
gun,
cool, like,
but I
cowboy
guess.
draw. And it's so fun to run
And
around.
the sidearm is arc, correct?
It is our second arc rocket frame sidearm. It's got a pretty big
Unfall.
mag size, so instead
Pretty
of
cool.
shot on this one, it has jolting feedback, which is pretty fun to plug a couple rockets into a guy and have them jolted, and then pop them with like a really powerful Sturm shot.
Awesome. Yeah, and these are going to be added so through the portal. Reclaim is going to be living in the portal in the fire team area, and that's where you're going to earn some of these. We also have Crucible Ops is going to be the source of the shotgun, and then a couple other things as well that you'll discover in just a few minutes here. So let's move on. Our last conversation, or our last topic of the day, is going to be around events, our recurring events. And the first thing that kicks off is actually a new one to celebrate Reclaim. And Clayton, what are we going to be doing today?
Yeah, we're launching with New Territories Reclaim. It's a new standard event that will highlight a new activity. And so we do that with our daily challenges, weekly challenges, or it's for a week, so one weekly challenge, and then has its own reward track and an event home that you can launch the activity from as well.
Awesome. And then I believe it's next week, we also have Iron Banner coming back.
That's right.
So is that also going to have an event home?
Yes, it'll have event home, same slew of things where daily challenges, a weekly challenge. You'll have your reward track. We have a hand cannon coming in there. We have an armor set, and you'll have your title and your triumphs as well.
Yeah, I believe we redacted the new set bonuses for Iron Banner, but I've heard they're actually quite fun.
Yeah, pretty cool. Might want to hold on to it when you get your hands on that axe.
Awesome. And then the third event that's going to be coming is Arms Week, Noah. Coming back, the first one was all centered around, let's look at hand cannons. We had the new shotgun style hand cannon.
Yeah.
Bows, please be bows.
Shotguns.
Yeah. Yeah, we're taking a look at shotguns this time around. So much like during the prior Arms Week, we will also have a cool slate of shotgun mods this time around. My favorite of which,
okay, I see.
When the designer who was working on them, Taylor Bjorndal, who was on the stream before, when he was starting to work on them, me and him were sort of bouncing ideas back and forth. And I was talking about like old rapid fire frame shotguns when they had like the really fast rate of fire, and I was like, I mean, what if all shotguns shot like that? And he like paused for a minute, and then I got the message, what if they're all just fourth horsemen?
Oh, Bjorn, you mad scientist.
It is really entertaining to take a slug shotgun and have it shoot that fast.
Yeah, and we saw a lot of celebration with these volatile mods for hand cannons during that week. So with shotguns, we have the one that's effectively going to be fourth horseman everywhere. Yeah. But we have a couple more too, and we'll leave that for players to discuss.
Oh gosh, fourth horseman everywhere.
We have Festival Lost is going to be coming back during Ash and Iron, and we have a preview of our armor sets. So these are armor ornament sets. Y'all
Dude,
voted on
let's
these,
go.
last year, and we had to show them. They look awesome.
These
I
look
cannot
sick.
wait to have
I
those
like it.
roses on my shoulder.
Yeah, the roses are really
but
cool.
With Festival Lost, we have some new activity content, correct?
That's right. The Headless Ones have broken out of Haunted Lost Sector jail. Because of that, we have new activities. So we have a new PvE 6-player activity, Haunted Altars. And then we have a new PvP activity called Red Rumble. Hope is coming back. It's going to be a 2-week-long activity. We have 2 new weapons, your Pies weapon. You'll have your reward track, event home, the whole shebang.
Holofoils?
I'm very excited. It is very fun to play in those activities.
Awesome.
It's chaos. Just all chaos.
And then the last on our list, so Jerome, we have a new event called Call to Arms that's going to be coming at the end of Ash and Iron. Can you give us a quick overview?
Sure. We're going to be working with Devrim, Devrim K, who has been holding down the EDZ for the better part of a decade without a ghost, right? Doing it all in one life. And he'll be taking some much-deserved R&R in the tower and being our liaison to the foundries. We have to remember that most of the guns that the Guardian fires are designed and produced in the last city. Of course, we know that they're actually designed and produced here with the Sandbox team.
What do you mean? Cassoid's in-house.
That's right, Mr. Cassoid, right here. So we will be working with Devrim to stress test the latest and greatest in gear from the foundries and the Guardians that can push their gear the furthest and get the most out of it will reap the greatest reward. So there's a competitive aspect to it as well.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, when we're talking about this competitive aspect, the Call to Arms is going to be a ton of rewards, legendaries, some cosmetics for anyone to earn, but then we have kind of some cosmetics at the top for our hardcore, so to speak, to really earn. And Clayton, I think you were talking about a helmet?
Yeah, we have a helmet ornament. It is fantastic looking. When you equip it, if you're in that top earner, you will have this like tail of flames coming from you. And much like the trial glows, these flames signify that you are a top competitor in this.
So when I load into the tower, I'm going to see this guy with a giant fiery mohawk.
Yeah.
I'm going to know, okay, they were top of Call to Arms.
Impressed and scared at the same time.
But then we have some cosmetics, like I said, for just general players too. Like I believe there's an exotic ornament for the pulse rifle on the reward track, and a bunch of other things to earn too. So
we have daily login rewards as well.
Daily login
vouchers that will
rewards?
actually help set you up for the next season.
Awesome. Yeah, well, thanks for the quick overview. We will definitely have more information in the tweet about this new event. And as we're going through Ash and Iron, we'll have an update before each of these events to give you a quick a recap of what we've been talking about today. So just to end it up as well, we have a brand new crossbow that's going to be coming in. So our first crossbow was introduced through raids. And this one is going to be through our events. To start, it's going to be a low drop chance from any of the events that we just covered. And then in Call to Arms, you can focus this thing to really hammer on getting those rolls. And Noah, what's the damage type on this?
Yeah, so you might have seen it in the gameplay. It's going to be
Stasis.
a stasis crossbow. Yeah. And obviously, with a stasis weapon comes stasis perks. And I'm very happy to say that it does have chill clip, and it in fact does freeze in 2
Let's
shots.
go.
And oh my god, there's such like a fun play pattern of like you pop a guy twice with it, they freeze, and then if you have serrated bolts, you run up and you pull them out of him, and the serrated bolts do damage and cause him to pop. So you just like put him in a major, and you cause him to explode and hit all the dudes around him. And it was an oddly fun play pattern of just running around and blasting people that I got quite a few giggles out of in playtests.
I can't wait. So again, to say it, today with our new territories event, you can get this to drop. It will be a low drop chance, but over the course of the rest of the season with each event, more chances, and then Call to Arms, you can focus it along with other gear and really go hard for the role you want.
And it has a holofoil.
And a holofoil.
Ooh, a holofoil. Let's go.
That brings us to the end of our show. So thank you all for joining us on the couch. Thank you all for joining us at home. We hope you enjoyed the Vidoc. The Renegades pre-orders are live now, and as we said at the top of the show, we have some new pre-order incentives that also apply to the Year of Prophecy folks that purchase that edition. A new legendary ship, a new legendary emblem, and then, yeah, in 3 minutes here, we have Ash and Iron launching. So thanks for coming in. Hope you enjoy the rewards. We'll have more details on our quality of life updates over the next few weeks and a roadmap coming soon. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Can't thank you enough. And if you want to stick around, we're going to be handing off the stream to Mactix. Good friend. He's great at Destiny. Sometimes I do question his PvP prowess, but love the guy. So thanks for joining. Have a good day.
All right, sick. All right, now we wait for the updates to come through. Okay. This is lovely. You're gonna work? All right, please work. Thank you. Ah, they're still offline. Gosh, dang it. So mega cringe. Is there an update, or there has to be an update, right? No. Okay. Man, there's so much I want to learn about Renegades that we can't yet. No shot. Are you a ban invader? When's your account? Can't create 4 minutes ago? Oh my goodness. Yeah, no thank you. Dude, what the heck? Did they try to follow me or something as well? I think they did try to. Okay. Do we have an update or... Okay, I think we have an update. Dude, the Renegades artwork looks so good. Okay. Now I have to wait. Like, look how cool this looks. And then we have her. We don't know who she is. But I'm so intrigued. Like, I want to know more about all of this. Oh, do we get like a... Oh, we get... Oh, that's a sick emblem. I'm putting that emblem on. That is a very sick emblem. I love the colors. The colors are so cool. The X-Wing looks really good as well. It looks a little bit cartoony, but I think I can get over that. I think just a good shader and I think it'll look good. I like how the turret's still red. Dude. I can't wait. It's only a few months away too, which is the best part. Is it's not long before we get it as well. Like, it is not that far away as well. So I cannot wait to play this. Is it done? Nope. Alright, we'll wait a moment. Alright, here we go. There we go. Now we can play. Vehicle controls updated. Jump now. Now always jump for vehicles that are able. Oh, vehicles can now jump. Let's go. Everyone now enter and exit vehicles with jumps. Cool. I'm chill with that. Seize the front lines. And we start with Devrim. All right, let's get the audio bumping a bit. We'll do 7. Bump this to 6. I'll put dialogue to 8. Yeah. I think we're chill with this. Yeah, I haven't played in a hot minute, so I'm trying to like regain my bearings a bit as well. Gosh, this is so sad seeing the heretic seal down here. I was so close. This doesn't feel like grinding. Wait, what did I have equipped last time? Did I have legend on or something? I don't remember. I think I have legend. You can't get legend anymore? I guess that makes sense. Oh, we got some new lore. He dreams. Alright, cool. Earth Reclaimed. Dude, this is some sick artwork. Holy cow. And then we have the new rewards pass. Which I feel like 83 days. Like, I feel like I didn't even get to finish the last rewards pass, which was kind of disappointing because I didn't realize it wasn't going to last that long. But yeah, no, I didn't really feel like grinding at all. This is a cool shader. I do like that shader. Psychic Awakening? That's alright. It's not that good. Disaster Corpse Strides. Reloading an auto rifle, scout rifle, sidearm after a final blow slowly restores health until you re-enter combat. That's pretty good. When you reach critical health or heal an ally at critical health, auto rifle, scout rifle, sidearm is gaining a period of increased range stability and reload speed. That's pretty cool. And you have Smoke Jumper Strides. When you pick up an orb of power, gain a brief period of rapidly decaying damage reduction. Defeating a powerful combatant with a finisher grants you special ammo progress for a small amount of health. Not bad. Azern Thunder. It's alright. These both are the exact same looking things. Yep. And then you have Vigilant Seraph armor set. Imperial Incubator. Neat, neat, neat. Ooh, this cloak is kind of cool. Yeah, these are just similar to what we already have, just different shade to it. You have Renegade Leader. Wait, that's not Renegade Leader. I thought the X-Wing was called Renegade Leader. But this talks about the Praxic Order. I wanna read the lore too in a second. Cause we'll figure this out in a moment. His armor is actually kinda cool. Then we have Ripping the Cord, which is it's a parachuting emote. This is actually a really cool emote. Did they? Oh, that's a really cool helmet. Did they not show off this armor? I don't remember them showing this armor off. This ornament's really cool, though. And then we have Vigil of the Seraph. This doesn't actually hide the actual hood. What does this Vigil do? I think this has to be like a unique thing. It has to do something cool. Off-road warning. Ooh. Oh, I want that. 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 I want it. Dusk Bright. Oh, I also want that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to finish this pass. I'm gonna have to grind. Oh, we have the White Wolf armor set is available. As well as, okay, so some of the Witcher stuff's becoming available again. Oh, we have a Taken armor set. Oh, that is sick. It looks pretty bad, not gonna lie. I think the Takenness is really cool, but it's yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, wait, there's a Taken shader. Oh, there's a Taken shader. I want it. I want it. I want it. You can get the Phalanx shield. That's so cool. And then there's a new skimmer. There's a new Taken skimmer. Oh. And we have a new shader pack. What's this? Spring Streets? This is cool looking. Oh. That's cool. Loyal Scales. Dude. I'm gonna try to pronounce that. Neat. Oh, wait, is it bubbles? It has bubbles. I just noticed that. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then Infidescence. Ooh, this one's pretty nice. We have a Devil's Ruin bundle. Idol of Rabbits. Uh-huh. Prismatic Cuirass, what does this go with? Relativism? Wait, does this also match my helmet? It does. Wait, I have another one too? Dude, I have another armor ornament. Dude, are they gonna release a full set for the class item? Because I feel like that's what they're doing right now. And this is for Renewal Grasp. Yeah, which looks really cool, actually. So we have a new emote, Armed and Ready. Oh, it's a nuke emote, and it has sound effects. No explosion, though. We have a hot toss, so we have hot potato, I'm guessing. Yep, that's cool. We have a Raising Iron emote. That is cool. Then we have Easing Up Easel. Something for a little artsy folks. Ooh. That looks really sick. I actually kind of want that one because it looks better than the original exotic does. Wood Weaver. What's that one for? It's for Morai. I see. That's actually really cool. Cloud Render is really cool looking. The Harpoon is also another really good looking one. Oh, this is a new ornament. Neat. Vice Cruiser. So Helen. Oh, is the Vex? Yeah, the malware set's now available. I'm not sure if I really want it. It's like, maybe I want it, but maybe I don't want it. It's like... I should save my Bright Dust for Festival, though, to be fair. But that's still a bit away. I still could earn more Bright Dust. Well then... I mean, to be honest, they're not that expensive. I'll think about it. Let's just go for it. Ash and Iron. Here we go. The start of Ash and Iron.
Coral Vex, more of Maya's goons. They're taking salvaged FOTC tech.
What? They're already in the tower. Only Night Watch available to respond.
I'm afraid that's correct. Maya's tactics are evolving. I'm in the EDZ now, investigating a lead that might explain things. But I'll need you to defend the tower while I get some answers.
Ah, they're stealing stuff. They're stealing our stuffs. How did they get in? Okay, sound effects are a bit loud. That's better.
Those Vex are tossing our caches onto multiple transmat routes out of the city.
Golden Age salvage?
feels a little weird, like, fighting in the tower.
Scout teams have been searching for artifacts to reinforce city defenses. I've been collecting Warmind hardware, pointing it at gaps in our security. We should have been able to see this coming.
Oh, hi Maya, I didn't even see you up there. She's just looking down on us, huh? That's not, it's not creepy whatsoever, huh? Alright then. I'll do it to sneak into the hangar.
They completely blindsided us. Warsat surveillance is gone, but how did they get this far without an alert?
The 9. Always the 9.
It's a swarm unit. Make every shot count, my friend.
Man, I really need to make that swap to PC at some point, because I'm getting a bit tired with... Yeah. I'll make the swap at some point, hopefully. What killed me? What? I guess there was an explosive there? Interesting.
I doubt this is over. I checked the caches. The Vex are stealing Warmind tech from us.
Be free! Be free! Be free! Oh, dang. Our frames got messed up. Hopefully we tighten security after this. Like, we really need to. Where's all our guardians at?
Dating back to the Red War. Gaul's elite. They were here the day the tower fell.
They're wearing devices. The yoke of control. Maya Sundresh, the conductor, controls this legion.
That's impossible. Something isn't right.
Vex working in
access to the entire Vex network. She must have found another timeline where the Red Legion are still around and yanked them into ours.
Did she do that? Ayo. So wait. These are actual like members of the Red Legion we've killed before, but she took them from another timeline? That's actually kind of sick.
Good work. I knew the city could count on you. This was just a smash and grab. What is Maya looking for?
They want what the Conductor has always wanted. To usher a new golden age of her own design. Now with the Legion and the Vex. I'm no friend of the Red Legion, though I pity them to come under Maya's thrall.
Interesting. Monument to Season Pass. Season Archive is here. Visit Saga Tower to unlock your rewards from past season reward passes. There are chronologues, new item available from the current reward pass for all players. Oh yeah. I did see those. We get some. Yep. Let's actually stop by there. Monument to Season Pass. Because I want to see what I can earn, because there's a lot that I could probably earn that I want from my past. And then we need to start with Devrim. So we can get a grenade launcher called Romantic Death. It's a void grenade launcher. I like the name. It's a waveframe too. And it looks pretty cool. Wow, that's the hollow foil version, right? I think so. Then we also have Folded Root, a rocket launcher. So we have 2 void weapons. Neat. So, is that all we really have? Yeah. This is pretty cool. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna be anything like major or huge, but this is cool nonetheless. Just hoping the grind isn't terrible.
Good to have you back.
I'm guessing we have the weekly rewards. Yeah, we do. Ooh. I'll get this just so I can get the power. But also, that slice and threadling is not a bad roll.
Stay sharp.
242 Mida. That was actually a higher tier. I just realized what tier that was before. Oh, oops. Oh well.
What news? Rebuilding what we lost is not enough.
Where's this monument at? Oh. Oh, I see. So they put a vault here, and then exotic archive, and then you have a seasonal. Unknown passes may purchase with silver as archive passes, unlocking the corresponding pages to purchase current unlocks. Because I see. So we have Heresy, which I'm missing just a shader and the final helmet and an emote. So 250. So 250, 300, 150. Okay, so that's actually not bad. So Heresies I'm missing. I can go. Oh my goodness. I can get all of this as well. Oh, dude. And then you can get the regular set. Bro, this is so nice, dude. I can get all this stuff that I've been wanting forever. And you can see all the ones that I did complete. And I can get my Dawn set as well. With the ornaments for weapons. A really cool emote that I missed. Worthy, which I assume barely anyone has this one completed, so this one probably, yeah. Arrival. Oh my goodness. So from Arrival, and then I'm guessing Last Pass will be available eventually. I guess the Last Pass will be available when Renegades comes out, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure they're probably going to combine the two together. Cool. So I'll start with Heresy, then I'll work my way backwards. That's sick. And I think I technically own all of them, right? I think I own all of them. I know I own this one. I don't think I need to pay silver for this one. Do I need to pay silver for this one? I don't think I need to pay silver for any of them. Yeah, I think I own all of them. Yeah. I technically own all of them. Yeah. Oh. This one's free? Is it because I already unlocked it, I just never claimed it? Interesting. Let's make sure there's no other ones like that. Yeah, no, I think it was just that one. Interesting. That's cool. And then, yeah, so we have Renegade Leader. So I think the other ship's bugged. The other ship's bugged right now. Also, what is this? What is this? Why did I not claim that? Renegade Leader.
How'd this get so rusty?
Ooh. The shades nicely. I actually like how that looks a lot. Also, Banshee? Speak again?
What do you need?
Banshee's a new voice actor? Why?
Hope you find what you need.
They changed Banshee's voice actor.
Gear that needs testing.
Okay, so Banshee's a new voice actor. That must mean Rasputin has a new voice actor, right? Don't tell me Clovis is a new voice actor. I'm gonna be a little upset.
How many Cabal did you get today?
So, who else is a new voice actor? Raul, are you still the same?
I think I have something you will like.
Thank you.
Find out.
I like Raul's voice. Tess, are you still the same? I would assume so.
Step on up. Take a look.
Room 709.
she's the same, but I think I think she's mostly the same. I am curious now because this is weird. Banshee has a new voice actor. I'm gonna assume that might be telling that there might be a new character stepping up, or Banshee's gonna have a big role pretty soon. I'm kind of conflicted. Do I want to put this ship on? It is really cool. But typically I don't use crossover ships just because I like to be immersed in Destiny. But so is the new character Bahagari? Or Siegfried? So there's... Oh... Siegfried Praxic Order. Anywhere my light can send shadows and the retreat is a good deployment. So pretty much now we have basically we have the like light bearer, like the super secret light bearer organization that's dedicated to keeping order and stuff. So now we have the police of the light bearers pretty much. Yeah, you have the Vanguard, but the Vanguard is like the military pretty much. Like we are technically the Republic, if that's like the case. And then you have the Jedi who are hidden.
How's the clan going?
Dude, this emblem is so sick looking.
You are judging me.
Right. Now we need to go talk to Devrim. So we need to go to EDZ. Gosh, I have to I have to press like 5 different buttons just to get the EDZ now. Oh. We start off on week 9. That's pretty interesting. Oh, Devrim. I'm here to speaketh with you.
What can I do for you?
Ah, so he's the event leader, I see. Successfully secure all 4 areas in a reclaim activity. Okay. Earth reclaimed. So where did we go to start this? I'm guessing fire team? Or... So we have the coil. We have Contest of Elders is back. Nice.
Come on, old man. You stood upon the wall for years.
We have Expeditions? Oh my goodness, Expeditions are back. Does that mean, dude, if Catch Crash comes back, I'm gonna be so happy. Bring back Catch Crash, please. And then we have a Reclaim. Okay, so we also have Reclaims in here. We have Nightmare of Galron. We have Presage is back. Beneath the Necropolis. Avalon's back. And then Heathen's Vengeance. So right now it's Nightmare of Galron. That's currently in rotation. Can we get the exotics from them? I'm actually kind of glad Avalon's back. Avalon's a really good one. And then Presage as well. Anything new in solo? I don't think so. Yep, just the Caldera. You have Crucible. Alright, which one do we do? I guess Fallen Bunker's the one that's currently in rotation. Yeah, we just do match made. I don't really care. Gosh, I want that axe so bad, but we have to wait till October. Like, we have to wait a little bit, like a whole month. I want the axe now. I mean, we do have the pulse I could play around with.
Aerial reconnaissance shows that Maya has consolidated their hold over the area. Let's begin chipping away, shall we?
Stay on the move. And if
Oh, that's right. You have to press the,
run.
Yeah, okay, so you can't... Can you switch... I wish you could switch that in controls. That would be nice. So jump is now jump, and you can't jump off of your vehicles easily anymore. Ah, temporal loader. Nice. There's something this way. There's stuff this way. I see stuffs, I want stuffs. Investigate. Neat. I have a chest. Oh. I guess we have a modifier on that. I don't know. Where did we go? I mean, man's going up there, so I guess we go up there. There's also one there. And then there's also a lock thing here. I guess we just obtain research. Guess we have to kill the data wardens. There's an oracle.
Age tech collected.
Wowee! Woo woo wee woo! Yeah, get rid of those of frost armor.
Engineers at foundries will go crazy for this.
Sure, I guess we'll take this one. I don't. They also have stasis slide and then stunning emote. Cool. Now we're here. This guy wants to die. I'm going after him. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I see something I want. Yoink. This thing only shoots. This thing sucks. I'm gonna do a bit more than that, but oh well. Oh, we had to destroy the threshers as well. Is that why they gave us pikes? Let me on. Let me on? Okay, no. Dude. The pikes just suck. Dude, the threshers have so much health. Can you at least give us weapons to use against the threshers, please? Like, our guns don't do much damage, and there's no crit point, so like...
Engineers at foundries will go crazy for this.
Up the coordinates to your next LZ.
Oh, that looks complicated. I hope I don't have to ask Clovis for help.
Hello. Optus. Oh, there's a couple of Scions just chilling. Alright, cool. Okay. I'm just not liking these guns. Oh, I gotta unfall. Let's go.
Very fancy. Rahul will love it.
This music is banger though. Why is this on? I don't understand why I have a stasis on. Oh, I guess I was using stasis, wasn't I? Wait, no. Why did I put that on? Kinetic. Wait, I had the wrong... I don't even know. My brain's not even computing anymore. Alright. This is more fun. There we go. It's more like it.
Ready to exfil on your command.
I don't really know what I did, but we did something, I guess. Siva built all a civilization could need. The Paracosmic satellite fuels Maya's greed. Like, that's obvious. I know, we know what she's here for. Like, I don't know why we're like, oh, what she's here for? Like, we know what she's here for. I think really it's just trying to stop her, right? But we know she's seeking a satellite, no? Is it really like that confusing? Like, do they not know what she's after, or am I like?
Damage to force their commander into the open. Strike now.
A plague sentinel? Interesting. Wyverns are a plague. Oh boy. It's a war set.
All the tech you're salvaging is bringing back, not quite memories, but a sense of nostalgia. Every time I get Golden Age tech in the lab, it seems familiar. Like my hands remember it, even if my mind doesn't. Is that a thing? Past life muscle memory? I'll have to ask Crow.
Look at the dead Siva. Dead Siva. Dead Siva. Dead Siva. Dude, I am... Hi, Celts. My mind is melting. Like, I want to say this is good, but I'm also just not in a Destiny mood right now, so it's kind of like... Can't really give, like, a clear thought on it. I just didn't know what was going on whatsoever. I can do these multiple times now? They actually allow for you to do them multiple times now. Nice. Ooh, let's go. I get chronologs. Let's go redeem something. I think I can. Right? I thinks I can. How you doing, Celts? You doing good? Can I even oh, I can. Complete and claim a daily challenge from the new Terrors to claim event home. Oh, I haven't completed one yet. Just less than 48 hours till Borderlands 4? Yeah. I'm not gonna play Borderlands 4 yet. I'm gonna wait a bit for it to go on sale. It's too expensive.
Checking. Check, check, check.
Bro, I'm tired of getting things that are under my power. Like, give me on par with my power above, please. Ooh.
Eververse isn't just a title.
Ooh, what's this? I like it. Kinetic tremors, attrition, not bad. Oh, I got the romantic death. Let's try it. Did they give us more vault space, or am I just like... Yeah, okay. They did not. Not yet. Renegades is when they'll do that. Let's see what I get. See what I can get. I can get the ship, I can get the shader, I can't get the helmet yet. I can't get the emote either. I don't really care about that. The ship's really cool. I do think I might just use it for the shader though. What can I get? Can I get... Okay, the armor's 200 each. I am gonna start with the cloak. Yeah, we'll start with the cloak. I don't know how... I miss Old Banshee's voice. Old Banshee's voice was nicer. Alright, back into the fray, I guess? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we have to do this one so we can get matchmaking. Only one has matchmaking at a time. Which honestly, I don't think that would be that hard to solo, since you can technically solo the Nether as well, and I guess they want you to have the option to solo it if you like to.
Comms channels are 5x5. You are cleared to deploy.
Maya's Vex control most of this sector by now. Do not stay too long in one place.
I got you, brother. Oh, okay, that works too. Did my teammates... I don't know. My teammates are just off doing something else, I guess. Honestly, I feel like I should just be doing this by myself. I doubt my teammates are even much help. Oh, those are Screebs. Dude, when will this box open? What are we supposed to do to open this? Is there something? Oh, there we go.
So complicated, this tech. Will be a nice puzzle for Anna.
Classic Saint, letting Anna do all the work to figure it out. He's just a Titan. He hits things. He doesn't think things. He leaves that to us hunters and warlocks. Hello? What is pushing me? There's something pushing me here. Ow. So what are you guys doing over here? You guys have any secrets over here? Don't think they do. I don't really see anything. Oh, there's something up here, though. Is that one of our scions? No. That's a fallen trapped. That's a Kepler fallen trapped. Why is there a Kepler fallen here, guys? What's this about, hmm? What you guys doing with Kepler fallen for? Free my boy. So I can kill him. That hurted it. Ow. Yo, what the heck? That was a screeb. Oh, shoot the Vex, not me. Target system is abilities. He has non-boss kinds of like Death Touch. They die after several seconds. When you generate ammo, this unit also generates unlimited pickups, orbs, objects. Defense unit that gradually converts damage received and increased weapon damage. This unit. Is this just that one mechanic? I think that one is, but we'll do transmatter converter. Scions are hard at work. We'll leave the Scions to do their thing. I got wrecked. Oh hi, there's a tank here. That's a good first thing to see when you come out. The door.
It's good to carry a gun. Better to have gun carry you.
Do we have a brig somewhere? Dude, come on, man. Like, I literally just getting spawn camped. Okay, get that out of here. I'm being shot at while invisible because apparently you can see through invisibility.
Engineers and foundries will go crazy for this.
Ow! Ow! That hurt. That also, they didn't even claim this. What the heck?
Collect what you can before leaving.
Oh.
Oh, that looks complicated.
Maybe that's why. Can I take this with me?
For help.
I want to take this with me. Can I get in it? Oh, I can't take it with me. But Briggs can jump now. Briggs can now jump. Whee! Boing, boing, boing. They put the brig all the way back to. What did I just do with the brig? What the heck? What is happening? Wait, this is not how the brig's supposed to work. Wait a minute. What? That's not supposed to happen. Yeah. We can break the brig. Dude, I am getting sick. What is happening? Alright, we're just going to the next area. What the heck was that? I don't spawn me in front of a tank this time. What are these? Oh, they're friendly. That's a Screeber. Storage heat integrates super energy with super final dose as well as creating ammo for 7 hours. Okay. Sure. That sounds neat. Let's try it out. Neat. Okay. Keep bringing stasis slide as a thing. I quite like the activity. Like I don't know. I'm like mixed on this. Like I like it. It's fun because I get to kill a bunch of stuff. But at the same time, it feels like it moves too quickly. I think it's like I think we should linger in an area for a bit longer. I feel like it should be more than 1,000, or we should receive less points. Like I feel like you do 2 objectives and then you move on and it's kind of over. I feel like it should be a little bit longer, because yeah, this is like done in like 10 minutes. I would like 20 minutes. Like make the activity last about 20 minutes instead of 10. I think that would be a bit more fun. It's just a little too short. Like a tiny bit shorter than it should be. I think it should linger a bit. Or give us like, you know, make the activity like these individual things, make them less longer, but give us more to do in the area. I think that would be cooler. Also, Kaido's Scions are like amazing looking. I love the new designs they have for them. Like they look absolutely amazing. Like look at these guys. They did such a good job with them. I love the blue and black. Oh, look at their head. Oh, dude, they put so much detail into them now. Just so cool. What piece of information do you have for us? The Optus faces you, seemingly trying to stare into your soul. Does it trouble you? Think of what Maya and Siva could do? Science is something I've noted our acquaintanceship lately. I appreciate your presence greatly. Aw, the Scions love us. cool. Oh, thank you. Dude, the Scions are so amazing. I love them. Dude, they are so helpful.
Their battlefield commander's been sighted. Let's finish strong, Guardian.
That's the Plague Sentinel again. Not a big fan of this boss, to be honest. But then again, I'm not a big fan of Wyverns in general. Wyverns are just annoying. So tanky. Like, look how much ammo he's consuming. And how much damage he does. Everyone can stop freaking them out like, oh my goodness, there's no Siva. We're getting the plane lands with no Siva. Siva. I'm like, hey, Siva's a big part of this. It has literal name drop. So Siva might not be present the way you wanted it to be present, but Siva is present. So Bungie did deliver. Just in a way that Bungie needed it to be delivered. That fits with the story and the progress that we're making. And what Maya's trying to accomplish. Which makes sense, yeah, like Maya wants a satellite that her broadcasts her to amplify and broadcast across the system. Possibly beyond universes and realms. Okay. Ooh. Okay, I'm getting back in the mood. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Yeah, this is fun. It's getting back to me. The Destiny vibes are catching back up. I'm feeling pumped. I'm hyped. This is fun. The Scions really did it for me. I think the Scions really made me feel motivated. Heck yeah, I'm feeling good. Brother, you're missing those shots. I really wish I could have a better super. He tried to stop me. How dare ye? Oh, they nerfed me hard. My cooldown refresh rate is so long now. But they also did increase my timer, so now I can stay in it longer, to be fair. I think it's a fair trade-off, to be honest. Wow.
We're a long way from reclaiming the Plague Lands entirely, but this was a good start.
Now we know Siva is gone for good. We might convince Ikora to lift quarantine. Who knows what Golden Age tech we could find?
Unfortunately, we're second to that idea. I suspect we'll have to bang heads with Maya for every bit of it.
Yep. Kylo Ren over here. This is cool though. I mean, we get some new Golden Age tech out of it, which is nice. And we get to see what remains of Siva and the Plague Lands, which is really nice. Okay, and then we completed some challenges. Got a new engram. So we got another grenade launcher. Do I go back to talk to Devrim now? Yep. And that's this quest complete. And I'm guessing I don't know, are we getting a weekly story? Or is the story not progressing until October with the exotic mission? Like, I'm curious how the story is going to work with this, because this feels more like just like it's like an Into the Light thing, where it's like an activity that kind of just exists with like an overall story and like with like a background story going on, more so than like a front-facing story. Which I'm not against. It's just the activity must be like entertaining, which I guess it is. But ooh. Hang on now. What's this? Reverberation, aggregate. Heck yeah, I'm taking this one. What kind of weapon is this? Oh, it's a tenacity? Isn't tenacity Keitel? So this is a Scion weapon? Yeah, I'm pretty sure tenacity is a Keitel weapon, no? Because I think tenacity's on my bow. No, that's land tank. What's tenacity? Oh, I'm trying to remember what is the tenacity set. I'm guessing, was tenacity a Warmind set? I don't think tenacity was a it was a Seraph set, but I guess tenacity was a Seraph set. I mean, it makes sense.
What's the word?
Gosh, Devrim, you look nice right now. I don't know what they did to you, but they overhauled you. And that's the story complete for it? That's the quest complete. So I'm guessing story is just going to be background stuff for right now until we get the exotic mission. I assuming that's what's happening. Cool. Okay. Well. Oh, I didn't even see this. From orbit? Oh, that's a sick finisher. I didn't even see that. That's actually kind of nice. I do want that one. Alright, do I want to call it, or do I want... What do I want to do? Maybe we'll try one of the dungeon... The matchmaking's off. Of course. And it's just one of the bosses. Right? It's just a lair, yeah. So could I get the exotic from this? Theoretically? Is it possible to get the exotic from this activity? I don't think so. I don't know, maybe. Well, then I'm probably just going to call it for right now. If there's anything more, I'll probably record a video or a live stream some other time. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.